So is the Saab 9.3 garbage, or is it a decent car? Well, the Saab is dead and gone, as many of you know, and you might be looking on Craigslist or some other website for an inexpensive car that has a lot of luxury features. And generally speaking, European cars are valued very high when you purchase, but they depreciate really quickly as they get older. And there's some other people who have explained this, but basically luxury cars are not designed to last a really long time. They're designed to serve the people who can afford to purchase them in the first place. They're designed to serve them well for a few years, like the normal lease period for a car or the short-term ownership, and then that owner will end up trading the car in and buying another one in 3 to 5 years anyway. So for the rest of us who want to purchase a used luxury car and enjoy that, it's going to mean generally that you're going to have more repairs than something domestic like a Ford, Chevy, and Toyota, which is domestic now primarily. So the Saab 9.3 is a really fun car. This is a 2004 9.3 with a 2-liter turbo, has a 12 PSI turbo, and it's a lot of fun. It's not really fast, but if you're comparing it to something, I would say its closest comparison would be to something like a Volkswagen GTI of the same time period. This has a little bit more power, a little more torque than a GTI, and I think since I've driven both, it compares very, very well. I think the GTI has a much nicer interior, but very similar characteristics there, and I would say slightly better reliability. You can pick up one of these for anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. I got this one for $2,300. I knew it had some issues. It had an oil pump leak that I had to fix. So I bought the parts for about $25, and I took apart the oil pump assembly and just replaced the seals, and runs great. No more oil leaks. If you can find one of these that's been well maintained, they're very reliable. If it hasn't been well maintained, it's like any other car. It's going to have kind of a chain reaction of problems. So you may end up having a lot of expensive problems. So try to find somebody who seems like they really care about the car. The people who own Saabs, compared to any other car brand I have bought, the people who I've met that have owned Saabs tend to take better care of them than other cars. There's a stigma attached to them of, I think, owners that are strangely passionate about keeping their Saabs running and running well. So this is my third Saab. It's my second Saab 9.3, and I'm getting more familiar with them, but I love them. I think they're a lot of fun to drive. They've got decent power. I get upper 20s gas mileage, and the total repairs or parts, I've done all the repairs myself so far. Total parts I've put into this is probably around $400, which is that's a good amount of money. So if you're looking for an inexpensive, really fun luxury car or near luxury car, then definitely take a look at Saabs compared to some other brands. There are tons of replacement parts available, and that was something I was a little worried about when purchasing this car, but plenty of parts. There are specialized car parts websites for Saab parts. There's you can get a lot of parts, surprisingly, from Advanced Auto Parts, from AutoZone. In this case, this car, the transmission shifts really well. I did change the fluids when I first bought it, but other than that, this car has been very, very reliable so far, and it's fully loaded. I would definitely recommend, if you're looking for something inexpensive, like a older Volkswagen GTI, something like a Mazda 6, you know, I'd be looking at a Saab 9.3. They're a fun car, but just be prepared for the car to become totally worthless over time. You're just going to buy it to drive it into the ground, but I think you'll enjoy every mile. Thanks for watching, guys.